Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Monday, November 3rd, 2014. Thank you all for tuning in. So let's start off with the S&P 500 E-mini futures, and what you'll see is that the futures are trading lower by about a point. They're trading right now at 2,010.5 per contract. It really isn't a big deal for the markets. Markets seem very, very complacent at this moment. However, we are very, very overbought, I should say, on the daily chart. And from an overbought condition, you can see pullbacks or even sideways action. So traders might want to be aware of that. But markets do not look panicked in the least today. Right now, they're trading just lower by 1 point. If you take a look at the NASDAQ futures, they're trading basically flat this morning. Markets did have that big surge on Friday after the Bank of Japan increased its quantitative easing or its stimulus program. Again, is this ultimately healthy for the markets? Probably not. But in the short term, the markets do love that easy money policy, and that dollar yen going higher makes the carry trade much more profitable for those that have been short Japanese yen. When we look at the S&P 500 E-minis or the NASDAQ E-minis, both are extremely overbought, and traders must realize that going into today's trading day. All right, let's look at some stocks in the news. We're going to start off with the first one here is Gern, G-E-R-N. This is a biotech. Stock received some positive drug news. It spiked. I really don't see anything that great here for the equity. It is a little bit getting a little bit stretched. In a couple of days, I guess you could give it the upside bias if you could get above $3.50 to maybe $4 on close. That's where the stock should hit a wall, though. I don't know if that happens today, but if it does, watch the $4.10, $4.05 level. That's where the stock really should run out of steam if it can even trade up to that level. I'm not sure that will happen. Let's take a look at ABC. I think that is in the news today. Right now, the stock's trading at $85.30. Looks like they increased their dividend. I don't think this is a big deal. Maybe it goes up. Resistance I have on this is around 86.25, so maybe it trades up a little bit today, but I'm not seeing anything all that terrific. Next one up on the docket there is Herbalife. Looks like they had a $15 million settlement. I believe that settlement was to settle a class action lawsuit. It's only $15 million. That's a positive for the stock. Right now the stock is trading around $54.10. The only level I'm seeing with real problems is much higher, so the stock should hit a little bit of resistance around $57.70 and then ultimately around $60. But decent little pop for Herbalife this morning. That's a good little move. I don't really see anything really wrong with the stock. Give it a slight upside bias today. If you own it, you try your stop loss. As for shorting it, I wouldn't do anything on the short side right now with it. We're going to take a look at this next one here is CHD. And what you're going to see here is that this is Church & Dwight. Many of you may know this company better by Arm & Hammer. They make the Arm & Hammer baking soda products. So this stock right now today is trading at around $71.51. It looks like they beat their estimates, but who really cares about what they did? Let's just look at the stock chart and see where they're going. The only level I'm seeing for this one today that I really like is around $68.70. It gets down to that level, $68.70, $68.75. I think you can be a buyer of CHD. Keep that on the radar. That should be a pretty solid level. Again, that level is $68.75. It gets down there. I think you can scalp it on the long side. That should be a pretty good area for a trade. Next one we're going to take a look at is SAPE. This is Sapient Corp. This stock is being bought out. So again, anytime you see this type of a pattern, bunch of little candles going straight across, you generally will look at that and say, hey, what is that? That is a buyout pattern. So again, anytime you see that, that is a buyout pattern. The stock did close at $17.32. It is now trading at $24.64. Nothing you can do with it. If you own it, trail your stop loss. If you don't own it, leave it alone. It is a takeover. There's nothing you want to do with this one here. Next one I'm going to look at on the takeover side is CVD. I've already received emails about this one. There is nothing to do. This is also a takeover. Great move. I believe it's being bought out by a French company, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I am. But either way, no, it isn't. Let me see. LH. Here we go. Stock is being bought out by Laboratory Corp. So again, CVD being bought out. Nothing you could do. Trail your stop loss. Congratulations. Great move. Stock closed at $80 on Friday. Now trading at $101.50. That is a tremendous move. If you own LH, which is Laboratory Corp, you're going to see that the stock is down. This may go a little bit lower as well. The only level I see for this that looks solid would be around maybe $95. So if LH trades down to $95, remember they're the acquiring company. The acquiring company will usually sell off. But if this gets down to around $95, that could be an attractive level. It's a little bit more on the aggressive side today because of the news of the buyout. But either way, this looks attractive right around $95, not a penny before. Let's go over to the next one here that I want to talk about, which is Apple Computer, AAPL. Everybody knows this one. Stock right now is trading at 108.25. Looks like the company is about to issue debt in European terms. So they're going to issue debt in euro terms. I don't know if this is good or bad, but either way, there's a lot of easy money out there, so I don't think it's going to affect the stock all that much. One thing I will say about Apple, though, in the near term, it is short-term overbought, so be careful. This stock probably needs to pull back from this point in time. So I would look for a little bit of a pullback here, and we'll see how that plays out. It looks like a lot of the leading gold miners are trading higher. AU, which is one of the leading gold mining stocks, stock was down around $8.27 on Friday, is now trading at around $8.95. So this is a good little move for AU, and we'll see how this plays out. But nonetheless, be careful here with gold still. It hasn't given us a complete bottoming pattern, but we are seeing some gold mining stocks trickle up a little bit this morning, so we'll see how that plays out. Speaking of gold, we'll look at the gold future market. They are trading down. Gold futures are trading down $2.40 to $1,169.30 an ounce. Let's go to the GLD. You're going to see the GLD is trading right around $1,244 an ounce. That's slightly lower than where it closed. It closed at $112.66 a share, I should say. This is an ETF. I don't think there's a lot to do here with gold yet, but gold is in the process, in my opinion, of forming a bottoming pattern. And if you guys want that level, please come over to the In the Money Stocks chat room, or come over to the Research Center, and I'll be giving out my gold level in a couple of weeks, where I think it's going to bottom and how I will be playing it. Looking at the oil market this morning, light sweet crude is trading higher by about 38 cents to $80.90 a barrel. Let's go over to the USO, which is a good little oil ETF to trade light sweet crude, and you're going to see this is trading at $30.64. It closed right around this level on Friday, so not a big move, at least not yet, but oil continues to get defended down here at these lows, and we'll see how it plays out. We'll see what kind of pattern we get once the opening bell rings this morning. I think we covered everything that I wanted to get through today. Again, futures are flat this morning. They were down a little bit, but they have creeped up a little bit more at the moment, and we'll see how it plays out. Tomorrow is the important election day period in the United States, and again, markets could be a little bit quiet or going into that election, but right now they're holding up pretty well. With that being said, everybody have a great trading day, and we will see you on the charts.